Well, hi everyone, and welcome to the webinar, Your Business's Online Reputation Sucks and How to Fix It. I'm Jason Arm with Jazz Design Company, and I want to welcome you here to the webinar today. First, let me tell you a little bit about Jazz Design Company, and then we'll get started right into the training presentation. So, we've been in business for over 15 years helping small businesses with website design, search engine optimization, social media management and marketing, and reputation management and web-based custom software application development. So we do a lot, and it's all online. It's been really fulfilling over the years helping so many small and medium-sized businesses succeed online. And our mission is to help 1,000 more businesses succeed online in the next year. So I hope you'll join our community and help me do that. And I hope you're here to get a lot of valuable information today, because that's what's going to get you started to be successful online. So let's go ahead and get started. So what you're going to learn today on this webinar. First of all, why you're being left behind if you're ignoring the virtual doorway of your business. What you should be doing right now to protect your online reputation. How to get a snapshot of your online reputation so you know if there are bad reviews at a glance. The top places people leave reviews and why it's important to be monitoring them. How to automatically monitor your reputation and then get a daily email to stay on top of things. What your competition probably doesn't know and how you can use that to your advantage. The legal way to build your online reputation and how to avoid being fined thousands of dollars. What sources people use to do their research before doing business with you. And this is your digital footprint. We'll talk a lot about that. The top 4 listing distribution data suppliers and how important it is to have your information correct with them. And by the way, not having this information updated could actually be sending your customers to your competitors. Why your social media activity or non-activity is part of your reputation and what you can do today to improve it. And then how to respond to a negative review so customers will not be swayed by it. So we're going to talk about a common problem with businesses today. Are they found online with correct data? And what does their reputation look like online? With the advent of the mobile device, everyone has a computer in their pocket. They use this to do research about anything they want to buy, and they use it to socialize online. Things have really changed because they know what they want before they enter the store, and they're searching for anything and everything on their tablet, their desktop, and their mobile device. So buying behaviors have really changed. In a recent survey, 83% of shoppers said that they made their decision before going to the store to buy that thing. Many businesses out there are asking me or wondering why their business isn't what it used to be a few years ago, and really it's because the buyer behavior has completely changed. And think about it, nobody uses the phone book anymore for anything, right? How many of you have one in your house or have seen one at your friend's house? The last one I saw was in my recycling bin, I think. And I went and found this great article. It's on thesaleslion.com, and it's called the 11 Reasons Why Your Business Should Not Advertise with the Yellow Pages. So how dead is the Yellow Pages? Can you say as dead as Elvis? That's what he writes. And it's also expensive. On average, it costs about $2,000 a month to advertise in the Yellow Pages. And so out of those 11 reasons, I like number 9 the best. Why a business should not buy a Yellow Pages ad. And he says he could list 50 reasons, but we'll just stick to 4 for time's sake. Number 1, the majority of consumers in our country won't even crack the phone book open in 2010. So now, what's that translate to in 2014, right? The costs are either rip-off, and it would be much better spent on content-driven web presence. The ROI stinks, and we are, for all intents and purposes, a global economy. The ideas of companies simply marketing towards 1 or 2 towns and cities is kind of going by the way of the dinosaur. So really the revolution is now. In a recent survey, Google said there are more smartphones than toothbrushes on the planet. That's a little disgusting, but it shows you that mobile devices are changing everything. And what that means is the virtual doorway for your business online must look good to me and other shoppers out there. And since the creation of the smartphone, a revolution of epic proportions has occurred. Virtually everyone is carrying around a personal computer that is more powerful than the computer that put a man on the moon in their pocket. Entire industries have changed or become extinct because of it. So these are the top review sites that exist right now. Facebook is now accepting reviews, and it's the largest, and it has 3 times the number of reviews on Yelp. Google Plus, it used to be local places, Google Maps and things like that, but what it is doing is it's supplying information to millions of people looking for it. TripAdvisor has over 50 million unique viewers. Yelp has 33 million local reviews. Twitter has 58 million tweets per day. And Google Plus has 925,000 new users each day. Huge numbers. So what this means is consumers are controlling the conversation online. When we see an ad for a Ford F-150, for example, we know that that's paid propaganda, right? But when we see a consumer review from someone who actually drove that F-150, we know that that's real, and we can trust that data a lot more than that ad that we saw for the F-150. So this means that consumers are controlling brands through the conversations that are happening now online. A business's virtual doorway is what you say about yourself, right? We as business people are actual doorway people. We go to the store and make sure everything looks good. The employees have uniforms, the parking lot looks good, everything's dusted off, right? This is your digital footprint. And too many business owners out there aren't paying attention to their virtual doorway. And that's 2 things. First, the digital footprint, the information that's out there about your business that's on a business card. So think about it. Nobody would hand out a business card with the wrong information on it, the wrong phone number, the wrong website. But there is incorrect information about businesses everywhere out there. The second thing is your reputation or the digital shadow, what people are actually saying about you on social media and review sites. The customers are controlling the conversation, and what you do on social media and say as a response to reviews can actually steer the conversation in the right direction, but you have to be paying attention to it, right? So the stuff on local review sites and social sites is dramatically affecting inbound leads coming to your business. And this is a great example. This person went to this particular dentist and had a horrible experience and decided to write about it on social media. But the interesting thing about this is 2 of her friends on social media saw this complaint about this company, but they acted sort of as the brand ambassador because they wrote to her and said, well, you must have gone on a bad day. I've been going there for years. I've had nothing but great experience. And then the other lady said, no way. My whole family goes there. Absolutely love it. Just give it another try is essentially what they were saying to her. This is powerful, right? So reputation and presence go hand in hand. If you have good presence, but everywhere I read about you, it says you do a bad job, I see that business like it's a scam, right? But on the other hand, if you have a good reputation, but nobody can find you online and the addresses and other information about your business are incorrect, well, that's a real shame. So businesses need to be found and trusted online. So one of the biggest issues today, today's business people face is being found online. One of the places is TomTom, for example. If your listing information is incorrect, well, how do you change it? What about Apple Maps and all these other ones? Well, there are 4 companies that power all of the data on the internet. And through our listing distribution software, we give you access to these 4 data providers: Factual, Axiom, Infogroup, and Newstar. There are over 300 sources that provide the information to search engines, review sites, social sites, GPS, vehicle navigation, and online directories. It's a massive list and has a lot of value. Let's just take a look at a few of them. Here's some of the major ones. Apple, BMW, Chrysler, Ford, MapQuest, Toyota, TomTom, Lexus, Honda, Ford. And then the second source of this data is on the old Yellow Pages sites and that are now the directories, right? So City Search, Haibu, Judy's Book, MapQuest again, Bing, Urban Spoon, White Pages. Those are some of the examples of websites that pull their data from these data sources. And a third set of value is on websites like restaurants.com, yp.com, White Pages, to name a few. So this has an enormous value. There's over 300 and more added all the time. So what they do is they send out all of this information, your business name, street address, all of that information to the directories so that it looks the way you want it to look, not just how it was found for your business, which is why there's so many incorrect listings out there. And then it'll do it over a few months. And in the next few months, some hours of operation and other rich data are going to be added to this. So the software will improve as they are accepting more of this rich data. So the information we provide so you can see everything is like you see on this chart. We send it out every day, but we show you when the data provider accepts it. So you can see that some of them have check marks, meaning the information is correct. Some of them have a red X, which means they don't have the information yet, and we're still trying to get it to them. Some of these can take a few months. Some of them can take up to a year to get the information added correctly. So why is this really important? Well, because of this particular example, there's nothing worse than having 4 different listings with the wrong contact information about your business. And it's hurting their business because people can't even go to their location even if they wanted to. So that has to be fixed. Another thing you need to do is something we offer as our reputation management solution, and it's the ability to monitor your listings. It's a bit of a challenge to get the listings correct online. When we pull a snapshot report, which we can do, we can determine what's out there right now, what your business looks like. And that's why we need to be monitoring the listings for accuracy. They sometimes actually revert back to old data, so we need to constantly monitor it. We don't want a rogue listing to come up and hurt our online leads. What's a rogue listing? Well, that's a listing for your business with your competitor's phone number. You'd be surprised how often that happens. So when we pull a report, we can show you the snapshot of what your business looks like online. And I'm going to show you how to get one of those for free at the end of this, so stick around. We can compare what the company wants to be seen online and what's actually out there. And we can get it updated and monitor it so it cannot revert back. And we can also monitor the reviews, like I said. So here's an example for some salons. What we did was we did a Google search for salons. It came up with the top 7 results that it thinks are the best results for the search. These are what Google determines are the best. I'm going to tell you why. First of all, they all have a Google Plus page. A Google Plus page is the single most important thing to do to be found on the internet. And it's also important to have reviews. And lastly, it's essential to have consistent listing data. When we did that search for the hair salons, Google went out to all of the places and delivered the 7 with the best data with a Google Plus page. And when you have good reviews, it increases your exposure and helps you show up in the top 7 or the magic 7. And when you arrive at that magic 7, it's kind of like this experience. It's like every store in the shopping mall sells the exact same thing. And you obviously want to pick the one that looks the best. So imagine if there were 5 consumers standing out in front of the store in the mall telling people, don't go in there. They don't know what they're doing. The dentist poked my gums, left me bleeding, and so on. And so that's what online reviews are doing and how damaging they can be. costing small business owners thousands and thousands, and sometimes in some cases, and I'll tell you later, hundreds of thousands of dollars in lost revenue. Because online reviews equals cash. And in a recent survey by Nielsen, 90% of people said that their buying decisions are influenced by online reviews. We love to see reviews online. We've grown to rely on them as part of our buying process. Think of the last time you bought something from Amazon, right? When someone sees that a lot of people ranked a place like online in like a 5-star or 4.5-star rating, they're going to say, well, that's good enough for me. I'll go there. I'll buy that thing. I don't need to do any more searching. Some other interesting facts here. Customers who read consumer reviews to ensure they're purchasing the right product or service is 70% of people out there. And the amount of new business companies with positive reviews can convert when compared to companies with 0 or negative reviews is 183%. And consumers who consider user-generated reviews important or extremely important is 82% of all people surveyed. So you might be wondering, how do we deal with business reviews? There's 3 scenarios. Every business in North America falls into one of these 3 scenarios. They either have no reviews, and that tells me they might not even be in business because, it's 2014 after all, or they have a lot of negative reviews and customers will just go to the one with the positive reviews, or they have a healthy pipeline of reviews, but you know what? They aren't managing them. And we have a solution for all 3 of these. The first thing you need to be aware of in the review landscape is that we cannot let this negative word of mouth or positive word of mouth just sit there without engaging with it anymore. What would you do if someone was in your store reviewing it right now? We would never ignore them. We would never let them stand in our store and ignore them if they were reviewing it. Why are we ignoring them online? Here's a 3-step process to respond to negative reviews. So this guy let it known that he was not happy at all with the dentist. So the first thing to do is to say you're sorry. This is a good response from the business owner. I'm really sorry you had a negative experience at our clinic. We really pride ourselves in providing good customer service and an excellent experience. As good of an experience as you can have at a dentist anyway. So try to be a little bit light about it. The second thing to do is to explain and let them know you're aware of the problem and you're taking steps to fix it. He writes, this must be an isolated incident, as normally people rave about our customer service from the receptionist through to the dentist. I'm anxious to hear what happened and see if I can rectify the situation. And the third thing to do is leave a marketing message, something like this. Tell them that you call you and that you would love to work it out. Instead of responding negatively, try to get the person on the phone and have a private conversation to fix the issue. You wouldn't argue with the customer if they came to your front desk or your register. You would try to isolate the issue and take them to your office or somewhere private and work it out, right? And so this is the thrill of review management. The only person who can remove a negative review is the person who left it. So now the last thing you do is personally ask them to take that down so it doesn't harm your business anymore. So to recap, say you're sorry, leave some marketing, let them know what's going on, and then get the customer on the phone to try to get them to take down that bad review. So the other thing we need to do is harvest user-generated content. And that's kind of a bit of a tech term, so I like to call it what it really is. It's word of mouth, right? And since the dawn of time, word of mouth has been the best form of advertising and also the worst form from a negative point of view, right? We can harvest and send out through social media channels for you to get positive exposure all over social media. I can tell you about the done for you packages that we offer when we talk during our your free 30-minute consultation that I'll tell you about at the end. And then you can learn more about that in a few minutes. But regardless, you should be paying attention and using this positive word of mouth everywhere you can. Positive reviews are tough to get, so we better be responding to them and thanking them when we see them. They're kind of like unicorns because they're hard to find. And think about it. A positive review is hard to get. When we buy something and it does what we want it to do, what we thought it was going to do, we're not going to take an extra step to take any further action because it did what it was supposed to do, right? So that's why it's so hard to get a positive review. But it's easy to get negative reviews because customers will crawl across shards of glass to leave a bad review when they had a really bad experience. So we need to take care of the positive ones too. So what we do with a positive review, we leave a comment and a little bit of marketing. We're finding that these best customers and brand ambassadors are really, really important to have. So this is in response to a positive review. We love when customers have an awesome experience at our clinic. Thanks for your review. I want to personally invite you to our Customer Appreciation Day this Saturday. There will be a barbecue, some games, and lots of prizes. So come on out. So that's a good example of being recognized and being rewarded for the good behavior, essentially. So your best customers can be your brand ambassadors. And this is a great example like we talked about before. There are other ways to get those negative reviews off or pushed down, but be careful. This company got fined $350,000 for doing it unethically by the Attorney General because they were going out and doing fake reviews and creating fake profiles and actually selling this service. Be careful. Don't do that. You can get in big trouble. So, if that won't work, how do you get these unicorns? How do you get these positive reviews? So we already talked about how tough it is to get these. So how do you get it? So there's one answer to that question. You ask for them. And if you're in a situation that you have no reviews or a bunch of negative reviews, you need to get some positive reviews to help that numbers game, essentially. So I'm going to tell you some methods, show you one method here, tell you some more that you can use right now, use today to start getting these positive reviews. One method is using a postcard with the URLs of the review websites that you want your customers to go to leave those positive reviews. So you can hand these out or get your staff to hand these out and have everybody in the company ask for reviews all the time. Because when people are satisfied, they don't feel the need to hand out a positive review. If everything went well, if everything went well, it went well. So it's really important to ask for reviews as much as possible. Some other ways to ask for reviews. Use table tents at the register or on the tables with URLs right back, kind of like this idea, but just in a different format. Use signs in the waiting room or the bathroom. Email existing customers, and this is my favorite technique because I've used this and I got a 15 to 20% response rate emailing my existing customers, asking them to go to my Google Plus page and leave a review. It'll take 30 seconds, I said to them. And I got a lot of people to do it. So send out that email with a link right to the review website so they just click on it and it makes the process very, very easy for them. The list goes on. There are more ways to do this, but these are some that you can implement right away. So that will help with scenario 1 and 2, but what about scenario 3, a healthy review pipeline, but nobody's managing it? So one of the major issues that keeps business people up at night is this: are my staff following our policies and treating our customers right? Well, our review management software delivers to you the reviews so you don't have to go out and find them. And you can do this manually for sure, but most people don't, and they get overlooked. So what this software does is it finds all the places on the internet where reviews were left about your business, and it allows us to manage them properly. So we can use these reviews as management tools. Good reviews allow you to give accolades to the staff who receives them. And it also allows you to set up goals with your staff. You can get more good reviews next month, for example, or set up some sort of goal system. And then bad reviews, on the other hand, help you identify where the staff might need more training, or you might have a policy issue in your company that needs to be changed, and things like that. So they're very, very helpful. So the software will deliver these reviews via email to up to 15 people in your organization. If this review was posted on a website today, and you subscribe to the service tomorrow morning, you'll be notified of this review via email. And then you can take the actions that we just talked about earlier. So I hope this was really helpful to show you how reputation management solution can benefit your business using these tools and these techniques. And so now I'll show you how to get started for free. You can go to our website and fill out the form there. And what we do is we generate a report for you and provide you with a free 30-minute evaluation of that report over the phone. And I'll go through what that snapshot or report snapshot looks like. So this is an example of part of the report. This is the visibility aspect. Visibility gathers all the locations on the web where your business listing can be found, and it shows you where you're underexposed or displayed inaccurately. This is an example of what it pulls up. It will pull up, for example, 2 websites have incorrect phone numbers, 7 have missing phone numbers, 5 with incorrect address, 5 with incorrect websites. So it identifies where there are issues. And then it also finds where all your reviews are and gives you sort of a snapshot of which websites they're on, like TripAdvisor, Yahoo Local, or wherever, and how many you have versus the industry average. And then it looks at your social sites. How's your Facebook page doing? How many likes do you have? How many posts? How many average likes per post? Average shares per post? Very helpful information. So it's everything you need to manage your local marketing. Content platform helps you with organic SEO, mobile and location, reputation monitoring, and then the nice thing about it is there's analytics and conversion statistics. When customers look for products and services, they start online. I think we all know that. Excuse me. So what we do is we add your business to the most popular maps, GPS services, mobile apps, review sites, social media, and directories. And there's also a feature that you can build a website on this platform. It's a templated basic website that will help you in 2 ways, possibly. If your company is looking for a very inexpensive website, then this is a great solution. Or if your website is not mobile friendly and you're not in the market or can't redevelop that website right now to make it responsive, which is the best way to go, then you can create a mobile version of your website on this platform. And when somebody gets to your website, there'll be some code installed that will redirect them to your mobile site so that you don't lose those customers that oftentimes, if the website is hard to use on a mobile device, they'll just move on to your competitor. We have the update once, update everywhere technology to ensure that your customers are getting accurate info about your business. We give you 24/7 access to the local marketing dashboard so you can compare your local listings and then watch them grow over time, easily access your online business profile, and then make any changes as necessary. You can see what your customers are saying about you. Customer reviews are used when deciding whether or not to contact your business, as we already talked about. So what this does is it allows you to monitor what people are saying about you and notify you when new reviews are made. So there are 3 bundles that we offer. Bundle A includes the website platform, the website builder if you need that. You can add, we actually will create a website up to 10 pages for you included with the setup and with the monthly that I'll talk about in a little bit. And you have the ability to add unlimited pages at no cost, including 24/7 tech support. You also get the update once, update everywhere technology for your business data, monthly search engine submissions, monthly submission to local directories, over 250 of them, submissions to social sites, monthly marketing submissions to mobile and GPS devices, ongoing local directory list management, and local directory tracking and reporting. Bundle B includes everything from Bundle A, but you also get the local maps listings, updated, claimed, and optimized for your business. This is more of a manual process, so that's why it's a little bit more. And they need to be monitored over time. So this is a really important part for Bundle B. Bundle C, this is the most popular, what I recommend to most people that analyze their business. It's not for every single business, but this is the one that does the most. And so what it includes is business listing setup in a bunch more directories and review websites, Facebook, Yelp, Foursquare, YP.com, and the rest of them that you see there. And then it includes the reputation monitoring aspect of the software. All right, so what we're going to do now is I'm actually going to walk you through the software. Would anyone like to take a look at the software? You can just put it in the chat if you do. Switch my screen here over to, and so, all right, we should be able to see this now. So everybody see that okay? Let's put it into the chat if you wouldn't mind. All right, so what this is the software that I talked about. And on this page, you'll see that it shows your search status, which this business has been in this software using it for actually a couple years now. So they have 100%. You can scroll down here and see which directories have your stuff listed, and if there's any problems that you might want to address. So it's an overview of every major place online. And then it also shows you your search status. So the business name with the search query, so Rusty's Pizza Parlor in Santa Barbara, California, is in position 1 in all of these places. But then it also shows you search terms that people are typing in to get to your website so that you can see how you're doing there and where you might need to make some improvement. And then the third thing this page has on it is the ability to look at where your citations are, on which sites, and how many you have. A citation is simply your business information on a website somewhere, a citation for your business. All right, the next aspect of this amazing software, I just love it so much, is the ability to monitor your reviews. It has lots of information about the number of reviews that you've received in the past year, where the top review sources are, what they've actually put in there, what your ratings are, and what people have written about it, and what your overall rating is. And then we have a social monitor that shows us who is talking about your business on social media. So we can monitor that and see what they're saying, where they're saying it, so that we can get out there and make sure we are responding to it when people are talking about us. And then it also has a competitors tab where you can show a comparison, your visibility versus their visibility, a rating distribution, reviews, sentiment, social census, popularity, the list goes on. So lots of information in there. And then you can set up your notifications. Like I said, if you want to get a daily report when somebody leaves a review for you on one of the websites online, this is where you set all of that up. Okay, so let's get back to more information about the software itself. So, all right, so let's take a look. All right. So the normal price for these are $150 a month for bundle A, $200 a month for bundle B, and $250 a month for bundle C. It gets everything, you get everything that I talked about in the previous slides. But as a thank you for those of you who are with me today, what I'm going to do is reduce the price of these three options, and for a limited time. Remember the $2,000 a month phone book prices you were paying years ago? And the ROI wasn't there, and now there's a much better way to make sure you're easily found online and your business information is correct everywhere on the internet, and your reviews are being monitored and managed properly so you can leverage them. Bad reviews cost huge amounts of money each day, so don't let that happen for your business. So for a limited time, we're inviting people into our community for $50 per month off the regular price. And I invite you to compare these prices to some other web companies out there, and you'll see that this offer is very competitive and superior in many cases because you get the support of a reputable company, our company, Jazz Design Company, that has been in business for over 15 years, helping our customers succeed online. So it's very affordable. So here's how to get started for free. I don't believe in selling anyone something that they don't need. So first, we figure out what's going on with your virtual doorway. Then we set up a time to talk on the phone. Do a free 30-minute consultation to determine which bundle would be right for your business. And then we go ahead and get you signed up and get you instant access for your business to your dashboard where you can monitor the progress made on your behalf by this amazing software. So think about the implications for a second if you don't decide to join our community for this invaluable tool for your business. One dentist written about in Entrepreneur Magazine sued a customer for putting negative reviews about him on Yelp and Angie's List that harmed his reputation and business to the tune of $750,000. This is another example of how important it is to have a system for ensuring your online reviews and reputation are being managed. So please, I invite you to share this presentation with your friends and on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, wherever you hang out online. Visit our website and contact me directly through there if you have any questions at all. But just get started now. It's free, and you'll even get a free consultation with me before you risk losing $750,000 in missed revenue from a review you didn't even know about. $200 a month is nothing in comparison. So thanks for joining me today. Here's how you get started, or what happens when you do get started, just a brief overview of that. First, we do a business interview, and we do the online marketing launch at that point. It's a 25-minute interview after we get you started with a specialist. We can help market your site. That's what we're here to do. We use the time to ask you questions about your business, and then we launch your online marketing program within 5 business days. And then the next month or so, we do the monthly consultation and changes and creation of the directory listings and search engine listings. And you can call us anytime or submit changes online. And we help you through and do the customer verification assistance of those PIN numbers on Google+, Yahoo, Local. Those websites, they require a manual process to get your business updated. And then you start seeing results in the first business quarter. And we continue to engage and enhance and optimize your listings over time. And we do those monthly marketing submissions that I explained to you before. So I want to thank you for joining me today. This has been fun for me, and I hope it's been fun for you. Please go ahead and, oh, you want the link? Yep, I will put the link. There should be a pop-in, but here's the link to that. It's right at the bottom of the screen there, jazzdesignco.com/snapshot. And, oops, there it is. And are there any other questions? You're welcome, Gary. And like I said, thanks a lot for joining me today. I look forward to having you as part of our community and helping your business monitor your reviews and get its information updated so that you don't have any rogue listings out there, anything like that that can actually harm your business and cause you to lose a lot of money and potential revenue. All right, thanks everyone for joining me today. I'm just reading through the chat here, see if there's any other questions. It doesn't look like there are. Again, jazzdesignco.com has one Z in it. /snapshot is where you can go and get and fill out the form. It'll send an email directly to me. I will run your report and set up a 30-minute consultation where we can go over that report and determine which package, which bundle would be best for you, or if it doesn't make any sense to do this, then I will tell you that as well. Like I said before, I don't want to sell anyone anything that they don't need. So I really appreciate it. I hope you all got a lot out of this information and you can apply it to your business right away. And I look forward to hearing from you soon. If anybody's still there, I forgot to say, use the code free rep report like I have at the bottom of the screen, because I am going to be charging for these reports to cover costs in the future. But for now, they're still free if you use this code.